Your person is on a profound journey of self-discovery and personal growth, a journey that has led them to discern and develop a sense of inner authority that they hadn't fully tapped into before. For much of their life, they have struggled with standing up for themselves, often getting caught in repetitive patterns of behavior and thought that they didn't quite understand or know how to break free from. These patterns have been deeply ingrained in them, possibly as a result of past experiences or conditioning, and for a long time, they simply accepted them as the norm. They went through life somewhat passively, following the script laid out for them by these patterns without fully questioning or challenging them. However, meeting you was a catalyst for change. From the moment you entered their life, there was something different about the way you interacted with them. Your genuine nature, your openness, and the way you expressed love so authentically struck a chord deep within them. It was as if they were seeing love in its truest form for the first time, and it was nothing like what they had experienced before. This realization was both beautiful and unsettling for them. It started to create cracks in the foundation of their old beliefs and behaviors, making them question everything they thought they knew about love, relationships, and even themselves. Your interactions with them served as a mirror, reflecting back to them the areas in their life that needed healing and growth. They began to see the flaws in their old ways of thinking and behaving, and for the first time, they felt the desire to change. This desire wasn't just about wanting to be better for you, although that was certainly a part of it. It was also about wanting to be better for themselves. They realized that they deserved more than the superficial connections they had been settling for, and that they were capable of experiencing and offering something deeper, more meaningful, and more genuine. As they continued to reflect on their feelings and the impact you had on them, they started to feel a strong pull in a new direction. They are now being guided, either by their own inner voice or perhaps by something greater, to make a concerted effort to move towards the life and the kind of relationship they truly want. This is not just about pursuing you, although that is a significant part of it. It's about pursuing a new way of being, one that is aligned with their true self and their deepest desires. They genuinely want to come towards you and initiate a healthier, more authentic start to your relationship. They are tired of the old patterns they used to fall into, such as being cold, rude, or distant, or shutting down conversations with one-word answers. They recognize that these behaviors were defensive mechanisms, ways of protecting themselves from getting hurt or from facing the truth about their own insecurities. But now, they no longer want to live behind those walls. They want to open up, to be vulnerable, to have the kind of deep, meaningful connection that they see is possible with you. One of the things they admire most about you is the way you express yourself. They are in awe of your ability to communicate your feelings so beautifully and poetically. It's not just the words you use, but the way you convey your emotions with such clarity and authenticity. They find it mesmerizing, and it's something they aspire to emulate. They realize that this is an area where they have been lacking, and they want to grow in this aspect of themselves. They want to learn how to express their feelings more openly and authentically, to be able to communicate with you on that deeper level that they crave. Over time, and especially during periods of silence, they have matured significantly. The space between you, while difficult at times, has allowed them to gain new perspectives on themselves and your connection. They've had time to reflect, to process their feelings, and to understand more about what they truly want and need in a relationship. This period of introspection has been crucial for their growth, and they now feel more prepared to come after you, this time with a clearer sense of purpose and a deeper understanding of themselves and what they have to offer. Your person is in a much better place now than they were before. They've done a lot of inner work, and they are continuing to grow and evolve. They recognize the value of the connection they have with you, and they want to honor it by being the best version of themselves that they can be. They are ready to pursue you with the intention of building something real, something lasting, and something that reflects the depth of the feelings they have for you. This time, they want to get it right, and they are willing to put in the effort to make that happen. I was blind, utterly foolish not to see your worth, to recognize the incredible person you are, and to treat you with the reverence and respect that you deserved. You are, and always have been, an empress in every sense of the word, and I failed to acknowledge that. I am filled with regret and sorrow as I think back on all the ways I let you down. The pain and disappointment I caused weigh heavily on me now, far more than I ever imagined possible. I shake my head in disbelief at the mistakes I've made, knowing that I hurt you deeply and, in doing so, also inflicted pain upon myself. Now, I find myself living in the aftermath of those mistakes, trapped in a life that feels hollow and meaningless. Everything I once held dear has crumbled before my eyes, and my world has come to a complete standstill. It feels as though I lost everything in the blink of an eye, in a matter of seconds. I was truly blind, unable to see the value of what I had until it was too late. This life I've constructed for myself, which once seemed full of promise, now feels empty and worthless without you in it. The realization that you were the precious person I had always prayed for, the one I had longed for in my heart, came too late. My immaturity, my inability to appreciate you, led me to push you away, and I can't stop thinking about that. I pushed you away, and in doing so, I lost the most important thing in my life. There is something I have never admitted to you, something that has been weighing on my soul. It's the truth that my heart and soul have always belonged to you. From the moment you entered my life, you brought with you a love and kindness that I had never known before, a light that shone brightly during the darkest phase of my life. You gave me everything I needed and more, and yet, I was too selfish to see it. I was too consumed with my own desires, too focused on myself to realize that you were everything I had ever wanted and more. The love and care you showed me were unmatched, incomparable to anything else in this world. I was too selfish to appreciate it, and that is a regret that haunts me every day. Now, as I look back, I would do anything to see you again, to have another chance to love you the way you deserve to be loved, to treat you with the respect and kindness that you always showed me. I know now that I was too selfish to love you the right way, too wrapped up in my own pride to see the error in my ways. My pride blinded me to the truth, to the fact that I was pushing away the one person who truly mattered. I was too proud to admit my mistakes, too arrogant to acknowledge my shortcomings. I was convinced that I was right, that I knew best, and in doing so, I lost you. But now, with the clarity that only comes with loss, I see it all. The veil has been lifted, and I am no longer blind to the mistakes I made. Over the months, even years, I treated you in ways that were unfair, unkind, and undeserving of the love you gave me. I took advantage of your kindness, believing that you would always be there, no matter how I behaved. I was wrong. I see that now, and it's a truth that cuts deeply. Living with the consequences of my actions has been a painful journey, one filled with endless regret and sorrow. Every day, I wake up with the weight of my mistakes on my shoulders, knowing that I have no one to blame but myself. The emptiness I feel now is a direct result of my own arrogance and foolishness. I was given a gift, a love that many people search their entire lives for, and I threw it away because I was too blind to see it for what it was. If I could turn back time, if I could have just one more chance, I would do everything differently. I would cherish you, honor you, and love you with every fiber of my being. I would never take you for granted again. But I know that time cannot be rewound, and the past cannot be undone. All I can do now is live with the knowledge that I had something truly precious, and I lost it because of my own foolishness. My life without you is empty, and I have no one to blame but myself. I've been feeling overwhelmed with stress lately, as if everything around me is cloaked in darkness. Each day seems to bring more uncertainty, and it's increasingly difficult to see any way out of the situation we find ourselves in. I feel trapped, unable to find a clear path forward, and the weight of it all is crushing me. What haunts me the most is the growing distance between us. It's as though with every passing day, you're slipping further away, and the thought of losing you terrifies me. I can't stop thinking about you. You're on my mind constantly, and I find myself longing to reach out, to bridge this widening gap. Yet, every time I consider it, fear and uncertainty hold me back. I know that if I want to have any chance of repairing what we once had, I need to approach you with confidence and clarity. You deserve nothing less than my full honesty, my genuine intentions laid bare before you. It's clear to me now that this is the only way to show you how much you mean to me and to begin mending the damage I've caused. My body craves your loving touch. I miss the way you used to hold me, the warmth of your embrace that made everything feel right in the world. My heart aches for the comfort of your presence, for the sense of security and love that I found only in you. It feels like a part of me is missing without you here, and that emptiness grows deeper with each day that we're apart. My soul yearns for you, for the connection we once shared that made me feel like I had finally found my other half. You were the gift from the universe I had always wished for, and I can't believe how badly I've mishandled that precious gift. Looking back, I realize how much I held back from you. I never truly let you in completely, and for that, I am deeply sorry. You know the reason behind my reluctance. I was afraid. My past heartbreaks had left me guarded and hesitant to fully open up to anyone, even to someone as wonderful as you. I see now how unfair that was to you. You didn't deserve to be treated with anything less than the love and devotion you so freely gave to me. You've always been so hardworking, kind, and compassionate, and I failed to appreciate those qualities in you the way I should have. Instead of embracing the love you offered, I let my fears and insecurities drive a wedge between us. It pains me to acknowledge how my actions have affected you. I can see that you've turned your back on me, and I don't blame you for it. After all, I pushed you away when all you wanted was to be close to me. I acted out of fear rather than love, and in doing so, I hurt you, something I never wanted to do. But even now, after everything that's happened, I want you to know that I truly love you. That love has never wavered, even when I was too afraid to show it. I still remember the first time we met. I couldn't take my eyes off you. There was something about you that captivated me from the very beginning, something that told me you were special, different from anyone I had ever known. I was drawn to you in a way that I had never experienced before, and I was filled with hope and excitement at the prospect of what we could become together. But as time went on, my past fears and insecurities began to creep in. I started to doubt myself, to question whether I was truly capable of being the partner you deserved. Instead of confronting those fears, I let them control me. I withdrew, putting up walls to protect myself, not realizing that in doing so, I was also shutting you out. I see now that I was so focused on my own fears that I lost sight of what was most important, you. Now, as I stand on the brink of losing you, I realize just how much you mean to me. You've always been the person I've longed for, the one who made me believe in love again. I regret not showing you the depth of my feelings sooner, not being brave enough to let you in completely. I'm sorry for the pain I've caused you, and I hope that one day, you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Even if you decide that it's too late for us, I want you to know that I will always cherish the time we spent together. You taught me so much about love, about kindness, and about what it means to truly connect with another person. For that, I will always be grateful. And though I don't know what the future holds, I hope that there's still a chance for us to find our way back to each other.